must have drank too many beers. But one day you'll pay. Due to this kid that you fuel with anger actions, disgust mostly sick most. Never have satisfaction till your bones melt. High incident clips and crumple zones, holding fix on you. Eternal intruder up in my zone. Dwell the matter when months follow. Why you propose only the lonely know. Swallowed my mother when she was hollow. Who could blame a woman like her? Singular parent. One love already dissolved and a solution left polluted. Two kids with a father who broke out as resoluted. So fucking she needed love, but you provided false clout. Stomping on the bottom limb under which she just walked out. Knew you was Jekyll the stepfather. Bit my tongue on the issue. Next to stormy weather and forced tolerant, but secretly vexed. Wish I would've spoke on it, but why deny the bliss? Mine with a new husband, casted needles, puncture pressure. Briefly lifted the guilt from a divorce, snuffing a pleasure. Now you're all up in the family tree, come broken nuclear with termites corroded in your veins and elected to drown the pain. But the pain couldn't quite die with a throwback whiskey sour. Puritan, pressing minds between rocks for wishing hours. That's why at night I cover my ears in tears. The man downstairs must have drank too many beers. Now every night of my life he beats his wife. Timepiece must have read early morning at least. So I lay death's cousin, woken by the sonics of the beast. And someone deep beneath me a fractal deceased. And my next breath wasn't of life, it marked the end of my peace. Conference of the birds, I heard my mother dove cry. Not absurd, but routine I learned. Just keep my fucking grill locked and hope the entropy stops mid-process. Step pops got the pot verbally when his liver soaks. And products come in bottles, stumble drunk and last nerve rubbed too close. But I couldn't sense the distinction from other nights' lavish wines. The ceremony sparked again, but driver in comparison to this one. Handing crutches to my psyche, I was dripping. Huddled up, clutching sis, I think I heard a dress ripping. Should've reacted to that, but I didn't know the extent, please. Could've caught him in time, yeah, that thoughts occurred to me constantly. Goblin digging my head and I don't know what he wants of me. So one of us is dead, I suppose, that's why at night I cover my ears in tears. The man downstairs must have drank too many beers. Now every night of my life he beats his wife. Much more than abrupt, I heard the silence erupt. But it was just a touch of tough loving I heard from above. The calm and the climate confused me. The dawn was a floozy, barely risen but still beckoning to me. The song and the night's events amused me. Morbidly, in a petrified state I wait, the dead wood on duty. Just tempers flared, I figured woozily. When all is dead and done, a pair is just as fucking happy as they choose to be. Now off to where the wild things dwell for shut-eye, a prospect lured me. Awoken by the step sounds coming towards me. And a quick glance at my mom's dark silhouette in the hallway assured me. So I sunk with the hope that hibernation would cure me. And slept my last sleep while I counted clone sheep. And dreamt about nothing for the last time ever. The ignorance was blissful just in recollection. A gift of innocent time from a merciful deception. Woke to hazy landscapes. Defy my world, defy the laws my mind mandates. Patching jugulars with band-aids. Eternal unit one above my bed. Coherent only barely through the shock of what a broken face told me. You should've known what happened. I was young and oblivious. He almost killed your mom. If I knew I could've done something, you'll never see him again. Yeah, but I see him every night. Cover my ears in tears as he beats his fucking wife. At night, I cover my ears in tears. The man downstairs must have drank too many beers. Now every night of my life, he beats his wife. Scott Bentley.
I have brown hair, green eyes. I enjoy my pain, movies, and minors. I have two brothers, and two parents, all active. In August of 2001, I went free.
This ain't even Aesop rock fly earthworm demeanor. No, it is. My name is Ian Matthias Babbitts, and I was born in Long Island, New York, 76 before Graham and after Chris. Okay. In August of 2001, my seemingly splinter-proof brain bone scaffolding imploded. I kept it on the hush, but nearly tumbling to the cold hard concrete on mere bodega trips for cigarettes and soda shook me to Casper. Dizzy with a nausea chaser, motor sensory eraser, word tunnel vision, guilt, self-loathing arrangement rose rapidly out of fog I'd never fished in. Now debates 3 separate foreign meds, while I was used to hook, line, and sinker simple fish. Simple, primitive, self-taught easing of soul, mind, and body. With the symptoms rejected, my caveman modus operandi. So now it's one fish belly up through medicated mileage, shrinks to get 250 an hour for awkward silence. And I'd be lying if I said all of this made even the slightest fragment of sense to me. That's real. Simply put, I don't know what happened or what's still happening. I literally feel like I'm teetering on the blunt edge of my sanity. Jamie, I killed the robots and I'm sorry. Broke down in front of you, embarrassed, but you lent a heart and hand that only you could. You're one of my best friends, and yes, I take that bullet for you. That's my word, which is about all I have left. Tony, I know you know I'm crazy, cause you told me, but that didn't ever bother you. I hold you as my brother till death, and I got your back if ever the drunk goblin step. For making a cat laugh when I was walking with the dead. Catherine, mother figure, older sister, concerned beyond limits, letting me know I wasn't the only one with this. Continuous offers for vacation Chicago visits, talked me through repair of a head full of broken pistons. For the late night movie rentals and the company I needed, and you knew it, but I just wouldn't admit it. Listen to me blab about my issues for hours, offer incredible advice, gave me a hug when I was finished. Am I a jack of all trades? Nope. I like to write songs though. Are they good? I don't know. But I can tell you that I only write shit down when I believe it. So take this how you want, but no, I mean it. I want you all to know that I'm scared out my fucking crooked soul and never faced a monster like the last few months ever in my whole life. I wish I could explain this better, but the pieces won't formulate into anything even close to cohesive. So I guess this is my feeble way to thank you, or soldiers that extended something sacred of the purity of kindness. I owe you all my life, and please don't argue with that statement. Cause without y'all, I may not have a life to offer. Take it. Thank you. I wish I could explain this better. Thank you. I'm sorry for burdening your pleasures. Thank you. I love you all with all that's left of me. Thank you for helping try to kill what made a mess of me. Thank you. Somehow, some way. Thank you. I'll get you back someday. Thank you. Just gotta figure this all out.
I guess it is kind of funny when you look at it from a step back. How one man can literally buckle under the same pressures other men operate normally under.
Try to move into my space, it takes the life out of me. Parts of me died on this trail. Where I'm coming from, they'll understand me more when all else fails. Just listen to the song, the picture's all wrong. This shit I'm on, I've stepped in. I left it out of focus all along. Fixed my alarm clock, set for 9:01. Vinyl spun, made it sound broken. It's only me out in the open. Ahead of my time, not likely cause you're still sleeping. 8:59 ain't the title. All the time I'm leaving, find the reasons why I did it. Undecided by critics, I'm not different. I cross the line when I decide to finish what I started in the first place. But ended up in last. fun, fix your alarm clock. I know you talk behind my back, but now it's up against the wall, and you're on the other side with the glass, trying to hear it all. I'm trying to make a name and find my place inside your crate. For something so important, I got nothing to show for it. Still, there comes a time when the music stops and ends. Don't be surprised if I end up just a name on a park bench. Just a name on a park bench, park bench. I'm just a name on a park bench, park bench. I'm just a name on the park bench, park bench. Just a name, just a name. You have to go against the grain if you wanna make a name. You have to go against the grain if you're trying to make a name. Go against the grain if you wanna make a name. Go against the grain, trying to make a name. Just carve your name in that park bench. So it'll last forever. It'll last forever. I'm out.
I will not stop running till I'm winning the race. I can't live with myself being second place. Hey yo, here's a little story, something for your ear, like the new millennium version of Paul Revere. Except this ain't fiction, this is real life here. I'll be 30 years old in even less than a year. Yeah, I made my mistakes, yeah, I paid my dues. Hated by blacks, made enemies with Jews. I was 7 years ahead of my time. In 92 I said things that wasn't accepted till 99. It's 04, I don't care about the past no more. I don't wanna get rich, trust me, I'd rather be poor. Now think about it, notice how I never show my face. I don't really want fame, I just want my space. Yeah, I had hard times like Run DMC, but actually I feel pretty blessed just to be me. I never seen the penitentiary. I've been shook since I seen the Haiti kid in Penitentiary 3. They say I should've been more, I should've been great. Like I'm washed up now, like it's already too late. I can feel all the hatred when I walk in the place, but you all too scared to say shit to my face. It's midnight. Ready for war. Yeah, it's nice to be loved, but I like being hated more. All of a sudden magazines give me good reviews. It used to be my name only equal bad news. All of a sudden I'm a genius, all of a sudden I'm bright, like I just now became intelligent overnight. I'll be as 1990 grimy as I could be, and finally society could see admiring me. And finally dirty boy, dirty B, worthy, worry free, dirty boy, yeah that's me. My father's specialist, 5th class, Thorburn, John A, a Vietnam War hero, Green Beret. Taught me how to shoot guns and taught me how to fight. Throw the left hook and throw the uppercut with the right. Taught me all about bitches, they could ruin your life. Like in his prime, look what happened to Iron Mike. People wonder what it's like or how it is to be me, the most underrated in hip-hop history. Think I care if you disagree? You ain't got no song out and right now you busy listening to me.
So I can drop my thoughts, drifting away in the press or within listening range. Now for real, I got so much shit on my mind, from fake motherfuckers to my future. I'm trying to get in line and doing hip hop in this life and time ain't no nice and fine. Sometimes I feel like my whole life's a rhyme full of punchlines and jokes. ups and punch-ins. It's like I just can't get this right the first time or something. Well, no one knows your name, your vinyl still in stores, but you get a little light to arguing over who feels it more. We got 16-year-old netheads buying garbage, wanting to keep you for their personal private artists. We don't do ish for the clubs. As far as 45s go, RJ's the archaeologist digging them up. And I'm the saint sent to vinyl with cassettes to bash. And it's for life until my final mic check is cash. I can't fully become my mother's guiding light, so my dad returns to tell me what the other side is like. I keep the things you taught trapped in mind. I know you cared, even though you weren't here half the time. But who am I to blame? I'd probably do the same in your shoes. I never held that against you, complained or assumed you never went through what I'm living. Hell, who am I kidding? Depression is practically part of family tradition, so I keep the time we shared close. It sucks to lose. It also sucks we had to share the month of June. I would've shared eternal time before we left. Each month I celebrate my birth, I'm reminded of your death.
I tell her nothing is ruined. We playing the license plate game. I'm loving what she keep doing to my inner thigh. Rocking the diamond earrings I gave her. She smiling, looking angelic. All her friends secretly hate her beauty. She know she got it. Got me where she want me. All erotic. Next to her hand, the K is burning a hole in my pocket. I pull it over, get her a soda. I'm half gone. Hit the bathroom, stick the key in the jar to turn it back on. Look in the mirror, throw some water on my face. I'm snotty, thinking of things I'm about to do to my girl's body. The rain is picking up now. My eyes are kinda lazy. The sky is hazy. She's like, you look pale. I said she was crazy. Push the pedal to the floor mat. Hydroplane, corrected it fast. Then slowed down past the car crash. She put her head on my shoulder. Said she was getting a little sleepy. Don't worry, baby, we're minutes from heaven. My face up with glass in it. Can't remember the last minute. Glove box, my girl's face mashed in it. I called her name out, but she ain't respond. Pulled her shoulder back, touched her arm. Her entire fucking face is gone. I see her breathing, I'm pleading with Jesus. Leave her lifeless, don't leave her like this. Reach for the birthday balloon of nitrous. I'm trying to dial for help with hands I can't feel. Stuck in the driver's seat, my broken ribs gripping the steering wheel. She squeezed my hand and let go. I should have been sitting shoddy, and the rain wouldn't still be pouring all over the angel's body. I'm trying to crawl back in the K-hole to get out of the car, but the K won't climb out of my nose and back in the jar. This isn't her, I tell myself, at least she's happy. Wherever she is, her soul is out looking at me. I pump my fist to bleed out to catch her and let the worms play. And tell her I'm sorry I gave her death for her birthday.
My deck of cards serves me as a Bible, an almanac, and a prayer book. And friends, the story is true. I know. I was that soldier.
I used to know this kid named Jesse. He could get wild on the mic, but his lifestyle was sketchy, always messy. You could catch him on the corner of 19th and 3rd until the cops caught him first with pockets of rocks and earth. But there once was this cat named Ivan. He was the man. Get the digits from your bitch before you could say pussy diving. Driving home drunk from the front one night, he tied his 84 Temple round the street light. We might remember that scary chick Carolyn. Very careful when you met her, cause you knew she fucked with heroin. Mother of 2, no one knew because the twin stayed with her mom. But when they finally found her, bitch still had the twist around her arm. Shit, I can't forget about that big kid Gino. Fucking Diesel, do damn near anything for Racino. His older sister talked his twisted ass into killing Steve's girl so she could get with Steve faster. Oh yeah, speaking of Steve's girl, the one that Gino killed, her name was Phaedra. She used to stand on tables down at Deja. Tits and clits and car payments and rent and MCC tuition. And this goes to those of y'all that wanna fuck my girl, or be down with my crew, or be part of my world. Be leery of what you wish for, cause it's more than rhymes and good times behind this door. Yo, I know this kid named Moses. Used to buy all the tapes and say that Headshots was the dopest. Went up for raping a chick in a mall parking lot. Now I hope he gets a dick and broomstick in every orifice. Free love. That's what Heather used to say, but when I took her up on it, she said that she was gay. Well, wait a minute. Why you shake your ass toward any cat with a link? Looked me in my eyes, smiled and said, free drink. My man Todd had a tight studio up inside his home, and if you had some coke, you could come and bless the microphone. Started selling equipment to fill the pipe. Fucked his life, Todd hung himself with the cord from that mic. Cynthia wanted to travel, drive around the country. Left the city on a journey, came back with a junkie. He used to beat her, if it wasn't physical, it was mental. He didn't leave her till she tried to stab him with a pencil. That kid Jay, he was a thief, stole bikes and cars. Used to get real high and try to drive to Mars. One night got hot while approaching a roadblock. Shut his eyes, hit the gas and ran right over a cop. And this goes to those of y'all that wanna fuck my girl, or be down with my crew, or be part of my world. Be leery of what you wish for, cause it's more than rhymes and good times behind this door. It's the blood clot blues, the gunshot wounds, the needles and spoons, doomed from the womb to the tomb. For whom the bell tolls, the soul paid for the toll-free calls made. Underage, she says that Jesus gave her AIDS. Nowadays, the life of fuck follows folks in my city, and some flip their trucks over center meridians. Some do their drugs to float above the stress, and some overdose so they can finally rest. Many walk around like they're blind to the mishap. Talk show gospel, smell the Tic Tacs and Similac. 6-pack to make the good and bad balance. Walking tall is a gift, and steady breathing is a challenge. Adaption, domesticated bitch to your surroundings. You quit singing along, but the ball kept bouncing. Now we keep to self and step over the vermin. Found me sleeping in the pool of my own sweat and urine. I'm determined to find a path so I can leave you all. I missed the rise, and I ain't trying to see the fall. So this goes to those that's trying to rest in peace. Save me a seat and we'll play chess when I get released. And this goes to those of y'all that wanna fuck my girl, or be down with my crew, or be part of my world. Be leery of what you wish for, cause it's more than rhymes and good times behind this door. These are people who tried. These are people who tried. These are people who tried. All my friends.
For all those who look just like me, I wish I could think just like me. How can one take pleasure in lost pain, yet not regain the sense of past tense and defense? Structure the condition to act in combat, contrary to the fact, cause it's much we lack. Only a few is building with 4 shields. Majority's popping shit, talking time will heal. But the longer you wait, seals your doom to actual fact. Supreme God, and I'm taking it back. Yeah, I know that my jewels were snatched. Then the plan was hatched to rape, never awake in my natural state. Keep them hating each other, kill them with greed. Though I'm lusting envy for their wants and needs. While planet Earth gets raped, slavery perpetuate to a science-wise men detect new alliance. Observe the course, heading is north. It's about time we motherfucking set it off. This is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those who look just like me. I wish I could think just like me. This is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those who look just like me. I wish y'all could think just like me. Yo, peace, God, what's the signs? Yo, where you resign? Many of us is tired of the tricks and lies. Visual images leaving spiritual gripes. Religion spreading image of the Antichrist. People that hold laws keep us behind bars. Destroying the air while taking trips to Mars. Go to war over land for its resource. But I'm busy fighting and yelling till I'm hoarse. The golden eggs in us. And yeah, we packed the bus. Built this land, my great-grands never gave up. Story unwrapped, the truth unfolds. But now we've been reduced to just pimps and hoes. But nevertheless, for all my peeps that work and teach, walk the beat, pour concrete, crawl and creep. For those who seek a different life, even if it means a little sacrifice. Cause this is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those look just like me. I wish y'all could think just like me. This is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those look just like me. I wish y'all could think just like me. This go out to athlete, docs and anchors, actors, law firm, commercial bankers, fans and rappers, fugitive captures, drivers, Hurricane Katrina survivors, West and East Coast, students and patients, 9-to-5 workers, those on vacation. Think back to Hootie Canoe and the set. We gotta regain and pick up from where we left. Cause this is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those look just like me. I wish y'all could think just like me. This is for the ones just like me. This is if you feel just like me. For all those look just like me. I wish y'all could think just like me.
Perhaps in a Decepticon era, like 7 or 8 grades up from fitting clocks together. The graphers after school would get chased by rival letters and skateboards and truck cars and rails. Funny shapes of grip tape. I owned a Mark Rogowski. I rode it goofy footed. Sicker, I learned to ollie on Coke 4 or 5 malt liquor, and that's it. To me, it got not any more acrobatic, but we pedal around Manhattan for lack of better action. One kid is a point man in Pakistani bodega. He sold those loose camel and built it to underagers. Smoke them on a promenade, water balloons drop, hit car, run from cops, skate quick. Basically both on a location and laugh because it feels dangerous. Daily vacation under the Brooklyn Bridge, across from the Brooklyn Bank, show up uninvited. Some kids are drinking beer tonight, they're excited. Brooklyn Tech, Brooklyn Friends, Stuyvesant, plus rich kids, thug wannabes and hippie chicks on some escaping shit. We felt the separate factions and cliques trading places and formed our own section comprised of Nike uptowns, born on mediocre skaters. It's like this. Yo, this kid Ivan made the trek from Rose Island for a plastic cup of cold duck in a relaxed social environment. He jetted from this section when the meathead started wilding. This aesthetic wasn't their style, so they used bass to redesign it.
Homecoming,
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 homecoming. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was just a moment of these will be the definitions and other stimulus that cause your growing.
homecoming,
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 homecoming.
Sometimes it was good, and other times contradicted, but no matter where I stood, I still managed to stand. The last time I laughed this hard, I was a child. It was the type of giggle that would make a young mother smile. I can't remember the why, but the wallpaper patterns had me running in circles, trying to defend my Saturn. Just me and my box of Machiavellian cheese. All I really want to do is show you my disease. She didn't have the courage to kiss me goodnight, but I'ma give you my word that everything will be alright. Like what the fuck, this phone is disconnected. Just my luck, I need advice before my love gets misdirected. Yes, it's just another symptom of, just another victim of the warfare and those caught between Sean and the sun. Did I mention the drugs that used to make us spew forth? Carry barely half the pleasure of a pack of Newports. Breathe it in, breathe it out, what it really be about. I'm trying to lose and elude all excuses to scream and shout. Every moment I spent wishing my parents back together would have been better lent to preparing me for the weather. Rocking my t-shirt that reads whatever. All in in an effort to relieve the pressure. That Minnesota good sleep. This wood is cheap and now fire's back in style. If I had better teeth, I would try to crack a smile. Well, here I am, Mr. Typical, ridiculously meticulous when painting pictures of pitiful. And little did I know, and less did I care, they would chew up and swallow all that I threw out there. It's not fair, screams the one without a voice. Arm that boy, tell him to aim at the ones that got all the toys.
Homecoming,
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 homecoming. Sometimes it was good, and other times contradicted. But no matter where I stood, I still managed to stand.
homecoming,
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 homecoming.
Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was just lonely. These are the definitions and I was still let's call it growing.
Grow strong, hopeless, go on numbers, go on home. There's nothing to see except insults thrown at body of work, belting with roars, serving an after reoccurring, happening for a reason I never regret, so I'll never be solving enough to earn back the respect. I'm a broken record, laying out a broken dream on shitty speakers, and it sucks to be myself and hurts to bite the lips. It kills to think they say I'm becoming something else, not the same. And dirty and guilty and alone, and needing to acknowledge I need no approval. Here I am again at square one. Who am I? Who are they? Consuming all of my time. This ain't hip-hop, but I'm supposed to be a rapper. Why did I make this place? Far away from home, and I have no home. Why did I come to this place? Far away from home, and I have no home. So I sleep under papers and talk to myself in public places. Stagnant twitch, drive a $400 car. I'm taking this on the road again. This time I'm never coming back to the bag. Pour another keg, shake my leg, it's broken. That's my name. Running through the mud, I still remain a beast, a mountain of moss, purging all the stagnant. The stage, the saddest place I've ever been. Let this be a lesson. Let us be cheap. Let's not be the lesson. Let's beat around the bush till my brain rots and apples fall, and everybody indulges and enjoys and maybe dies of cancer. We all gotta go, it's all gotta go, but I've changed my mind again. I'm not gonna go out like I should, for I'm so humbled I have no shame, many dignities and an inability to simplify. So throw things, I'll catch them and hopefully in time you will too. Let me breathe. Choked up and afraid to show it. I'm a person, not a poet. It's whack to rhyme, poet to show it. See, it's obvious I can't change and I'm not finished, but I live in this space, so give that much to me. The freedom to be in a space like my own air to no one's throne, just no one's throne. Blah blah. This song is not a message. Arrogant people make me. Silent people interest me. Why can't everybody leave me in peace? Why bother? Brothers, sisters, orphans, and dolphins. No one person is that special. We ride the short bus to oblivion. Living in a commune. It's a small rock we're standing. I wanna understand. I need to lay down. The background moves so fast it's hard to see the faces of my loved ones, but their voices I follow would somehow end back in the same place till everything stops. And nobody's there, but I'm walking down the street, mumbling over the sound of my footsteps echoing off, looking for a place to lay my feet. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Nobody's home. Excuse me, sir. Nobody's home.
Too good to last, he thought. Might as well have been a dream, he thought.
Lights are out, phones are dead, and I'm the only thing that's running in the city, except for the clouds, and then they're coming down. If I knew my way around, I wouldn't feel so dizzy. where's the telly? Nobody can tell me. I don't speak a lick of that language and got a slippery memory. If I spelled it all out on my arm, only if, but I didn't. So I think, get a grip, kid, deal with it. Baby's waiting for a ring, won't settle for the substitute excuse that's forming. I got a complicated case of escapism. For her, I try to rewire my nature, too tired to wake her up out of that artificial calm she was on. A drug-induced future that slipped out of her palm. Seductive rain dancer, she thinks I'm waterproof, like Superman doesn't need a roof over his head. When I come home to roost, I need truth to hold in bed, but I'm seeking salvation in a booth, and the phones are dead. And the lights are out, and I'm the only thing that's living in this ghost town. Except for the clouds, and then they're coming down. If I knew my way around by now, I'd be bound for home. Blackout on white night in Rome. Blackout on white night in Rome. I know that I'm in love, but I know I'm out of touch. And I know that I get dumb when I can sense something's up and then I bottom out. European tailspin, scrawling messages out on my pale skin in hopes they get mailed in before the ink poisoning takes effect, and it gets smudged cause I budge before letting paint set. I get judged by the ones who have shelter and rain checks while I trudge through the mud cause this foreign terrain's wet. Regain consciousness and lose common sense. The ominous dark skies that lie between me and Providence are signs. The obvious answer isn't standing on your face with stilettos on if you brought the question wrong. Every song's a post-afterthought. I won't grab the chalk to outline my body of work. Toe tags get caught in my teeth cause my foot is in my mouth, and the spurs are in my words so my tongue can't dismount. Even after our rapport had fully run its course, couldn't figure out the most heroic time to jump from the horse and place this old hat for the last time on the coat rack. But I donate all of my earnings from this race just to know that. Resisting urges to go back and get it later, like the milk wouldn't sour itself in the refrigerator. A wet boy in a dry state on an old country road where tradition has a blind date. I make it dance on its own grave tonight with a change of direction by the pale moonlight. And if it needs theme music, I'll break out the bagpipes and play a tune you ghost wrote me in a past life that goes like.
My guess is it just might. Alright, I know it's wrong, but I've grown to trust fight. Despite the fact that I'm mad laughing, it's a matter of fact that half empty or not, the glass was shattered and cracked. In an act of nature paints your walking Liberty Bell. Considering the fact that we're literally living in hell with this bittersweet smell of defeat. I'm used to losing my mind. Rewind it slow, I know you find it so amusing. Come on and humor me, the sooner we can crack a smile, the faster we find out nervous laughter's back in style, with a slackened spine intact with absent mind, where pretended attendance is an accepted way to pass the time. On earthly turf where Murphy makes the laws of this land, and if it can go wrong, it'll fall into the palm of your hands. But don't try to read into it, y'all, it's all in the plan. If only problems could be solved, they're just dissolved into sand. But they can't, man, can someone please let me speak to God? Briefly stop believing when I couldn't even beat the odds. Nod to the beat, hands in the air, catch the drift. Yet I always let it slip right through my fingertips. Get a grip, dipshit, nothing less than pessimist. It's a recipe for disaster. Shoulda, coulda, woulda expected it. I admit I struck out before I got to first base. Probably shoulda ran right for the dugout in the first place. Worst case scenario, seem to like to tag along. Right behind though, I'm quite refined for a vagabond. Dragging on, still sagging, slacking, packing up this barn. And the scene gets even sadder when the sack is almost gone. It's a masochistic song, so come on and sing along. I was too mad, too bad I had it wrong all along. With this long face to trim along and hug the subtle curves. Carve my block scar to help me better settle nerves. In other words, say it's done. As if it all works out in the end, and I'm just waiting for that day to bust budget, twisted misanthrope, kissing hope down the flush bucket of gut feelings, flesh healing with every breath stealing what's left of this unjust dealing, unjust dealing. At first I knew the love and it was like, oh what a feeling. It abruptly turned corrupt and suddenly seemed unappealing. Now the sunken ceiling's cracked and crushed, the sun is peeling back the sky. The last guy to die will watch it all collapse to dust. Just stay patient, waiting for love to rid us of this earthliness. Insatiable thirstiness, servants enslaved to merciless serpents. So I'll misbehave the best I can and pray not to make the worst of it. And pray not to make the worst of it.
Simple fact. No down. Word down. No down. Simple fact. Simple fact. I just do it like I do it. You know what I'm saying? Simple fact. I just do it like I do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just lost in time. The slide is mine, a long knife edge, a metaphor for a dime, or for the climb the highest life led. Fight his right head, try to light upon a lifeless, and advice for self-help. Hellish nights spent in ice sweats, dead writer fighting heights. The sight of spike in a cycle like cold rain, holding tight. Life the light and recycled in strife. The likeliest idol, strike the grimiest model. Sorrow hollows his love, just to run this tightrope of bottles. And y'all knows who follows, who wallows hollow from shadows with battle scarred hearts and shattered armor borrowed from Babel. Raffle tomorrows, how far did this path go? He asked low, nobody that he asked knows. The flashing bulb flickers, we wear darkness like a robe, holding tight on its threads. Instead of shedding light, we just tighten it with the prices we bled. The best insight since these light switches and slices of bread. Young cocooning, foolish caterpillar, despite what they said. His isolation cloak a joke upon the surface, it seems. As he reacts and acts according to his purpose for things. Can understand his urgent urge because it burns and it stings. Till he emerged from his furnace, furnished with the burden of wings. No longer inching on his branch, now he's determined to sing. A better second chance, enhanced at the perfect degree. From out the blackest isolation, flapping, laughing. Life I made it, had to fight, but flight was worth the pain. Bust plus it faded, find a spider on the web. What's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on a violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways. To find a spider on the web, what's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on a violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways. Couldn't grasp the blessings and the lessons till he passed it. If he stopped to stress and question it, he wouldn't catch it. Try fast to measure it with math. His path just stuck in his axis, confined to a point, appointed now without a hollow action. With bumblebees in flight like life, no matter what math says. When lightning strike the trees, the seeds grow tighter through ashes. Can't behold the flash, a photo of the wind, just its actions. Its effect on its path, and act and grasp what it passes. To catch it if you can, but man's heart will probably blacken and trap it. Sell it to the masses, or thumbtacking with taxes. To running from the past, past the future, it's madness. To settle down to get this smile wild child, and how we'll catch it. To find a spider on his web. What's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on the violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways. To find a spider on the web. What's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on this violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways. You wouldn't know it how we act though, just hacking with axes and passing our passions to rats. Cats distracted with masses, ask us if we had it. His back on tatted with gases, to send our force back to the gases. Malice laughing at havoc, so we craftsmen now. But how it ever happened just happened. A layman saying it's evolution, but nobody's adapting. The same shit playing at revolution. Those funny reactions, the naked ape sits his solution. With his money it's axes and acts as if the problem's past him. He's detached and he's feeble. A dead creation in his space, his recreation is ego. How evil snickers at the all, but just confined in his single. Pick up some bugs that know the deal, but kept the bug on the D-Lo. Find a spider on the web, what's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on your violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways. Find a spider on the web, what's the purpose of things? When nothing is for nothing, just humming in the circular scheme. Survival on your violent spiral, out of minds in cold ways. It's father, mother, sister, brother, man, expanding both ways.
In December of 81, way before rhyme was relevant, a child was born during the winter storm, the Evelyn. My pops was Eddie, I don't really think he was ready. The nigga left me damn near as I came out the belly. From what they tell me from day one, I have always been heavy, not weight-wise. They say I have been here already. I'm starting to believe I'm sparking my weed and I'm coughing and wheezing. I talk with demons, ghosts of grilling, swear to God I see him. In the back of my mind, I travel back and through time. When I was 9 and I would practice this rhyme, but my step pop said stop or get your head popped. If I dare not, I swear he put me in headlocks, my feet dangling, just kicking his thighs. He's 6'2", I'm 3'5", eye to eye we need high. See, I got pain bottled up so deep, and so much stress is like my first CD on repeat. Number 9 when I rhyme and these herbs see me up on stage with all this rage. They like, hey, look at Reef, then I'm okay. But when I lay at the end of the day, I'm dealing with grown man issues and I'm still underage, underpaid and overworked. I feel like I'm worthless. I kept these facts under wraps, but now I pull back the curtains till my situation reverses. These virtues so serve the purpose of cleansing my soul until it's dirtless. Yo, you don't know what it's like to be me. This is my life, and y'all swear I got it so easy. This is my life, but you don't know the half. Believe me, the pain in my heart exceeds me. Ask my nigga Sleepy. This is my life, so much stress, ain't nothing changed, dawg. This is my life, so I get high until my brain's gone. This is my life, until the pain's gone. The same song that plays on in my head, making my days long. I stare at these questions, my rhymes on my homework, comparing these lessons, preparing for my weekly therapy sessions. Aggression and anger, combined with a weak mind, that's danger. The eyes of a painter trying to paint the eyes of a stranger. That's why it's hard for me to open my heart when those I let in have just stepped in and broken my heart. Not just women, but those who claim to be my niggas too. Those fake father figure dudes, I figured you would try to reach me. Eventually you try and leave me, but why did you leave me? The only question to you I pose, I'm okay though I'm still alive, trying to survive in this Holocaust maze. Spend my days in the days wanting to fly away. It's hard to stay focused when these jokers in your face just to get paid, but yet my pockets are still flat. My knowledge is still intact, but as years go by, dog, I feel that I'll never make it. Record execs like you're not good enough, kid, face it. The next stop, hip-hop sanctum. My mother's basement, remembering the good old days. I can't take it, the possibility I never signed a deal. It didn't matter, now I'm getting older, it's getting colder. I need a shield, a career, a year or two. I have to be known as the greatest rapper since the other two were massacred. At least they were famous, I'm popular to you, but everywhere else I'm nameless. I guess that's how the game is. The older I get, the younger I wish I still was. No longer deal drugs, but still got how to feel love. I'm real buzzed for a minute, then it begins to escape me. These demons I push behind are forcing themselves to face me. Maybe I'm crazy. No, I think I'm too sane for my own good. I know I zone hoods to find what makes me spit like this and tick like that, and I flip like that. And if I fall, I get right back on the right track until I'm dead gone. But the only tracks I follow are the ones in my headphones. Yo, you don't know what it's like to be me. This is my life, and y'all swear I got it so easy. This is my life, but you don't know the half. Believe me, the pain in my heart exceeds me. Ask my nigga Sleepy. This is my life, so much stress, ain't nothing changed, dawg. This is my life, so I get high until my brain's gone. This is my life, till the pain's gone.
Picture for a second, my brother, a different mother. He a spitting image of my father who never bothered when she was pregnant with him. That was the other woman, I mean. He told her to abort him or face the wrath of a mean street giant who had a knack of making people go quiet and silent like the dude in Mystic River when he parted in the last scene. It was a real possibility. You see, he had a wife and this girl fiend infertility. You see, it was just meant to be. He'd see eventually, but now this kid was just a reminder of infidelity. And what about his wife? She had just had his son. That was my older brother who was the desired one. They were 1 year apart, more or less a few months. One knew he was loved, the other not so much. And that hurts more than any bullet from a gun. Yo, Papa was a rolling stone, was done and done. You ain't a half but a whole of me. Hold me. rehabilitations, although complicated, led to universal explorations, unveiling a complex nation filled with dedication. We lay down the foundation in search of salvation. Inundating revelations reveal relations of a circular insanity, sanctity of sedation. Suddenly the duration became an obligation, distress and full of desperation. I dismissed the conversation, beckoned by the brethren to fulfill this innovation. Yet I was still bested by the weight of these negations. The trick was to prevent the psyche state of temptation. Now consider my vocation to this generation, an implication that the forward march must commence. Our minds must meet in formation, bound by the seventh sense, compelling evidence so purposeful and so immense. You couldn't help but find it so intense in everything it meant. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. These universal perspectives. When do we put our foot down? When we wash our hands clean? When is enough really enough? When do we say what we mean? When the sky glows indigo, we show a sublime ratio. When we meet at the crossroads and it's decided where we go. I can watch the whole world like it's portrayed in sliver, like an obsession gone wrong with words I can't quite deliver. The silence and the visuals of violence made me quiver. Deja vu of the past life we carried remains to the river. At times I only feel red like I'm a pitch from the giver. Other times I'm submerged like the baptism of a sinner. As empty as a shell, your brilliance dwells and becomes thinner. The boundaries fade and blend and we appease the beginners. Some myths are not dispelled, however sound or sinister. Some stories can't be forgotten, however many pages burned. Some earth is not held sacred, however stones unturned. Some depths are not discovered, some artists can't return. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. These universal perspectives. From individual traditions, vast superstitions, we walk the winding road to meet our faithful transition. No matter how cynical or harsh the conditions, we'll shed our soul's worth just to find the definition. Debates between common sense and trust and intuition. Quarrels about combating, busting dust off munition. In addition, we must learn to swallow our pride. Find common ground, comply by laws of nature, confide. Take my hand in yours as we saunter side by side. The line between the sea and shore is no longer tried. Regardless of what you believe or where you reside, the consciousness is upon us and it is spreading worldwide. Look at the bright side, within this time it will subside. Your intentions, actions, and regrets were never denied. Not a soul is left untrodden without a guide. Underneath the guise of demise, once again we shall rise. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. That the way we once were provides insight to the face. These universal perspectives, the commonality we create. These universal perspectives. So hoping you against the ropes. Try to penny pinch, but after bills and rent you're broke. Life it always throws a wrench like Kemper in the scope. You in the aftermath, so come to numb it with a drink of smoke. To ease the pain, I sleep all day. Relieves the hangover from the E and J. Looking for the tunnels and the light to lead the way. But this shame has been ingrained into my DNA. Cause Pop was a failure, Mom was on lithium. Always settle for less than the best. No one to pity him, no one to drop a pretty gem. It's seven tied a plastic bag over my head. Like, what's the point we're getting older and dead? So innocent, searching for missing links. Surrounded by the carcasses of instruments and dreams departed, hardened by the sentiments. They out of tune and sharpened by the artists who neglected it. I'm scarred by my resemblance.
Silly things that I do to feel alive. I realize I dreamed and I smoke, scrambling for a hint of hope. My tightrope.
You know the one where a rabbi and imam
line and pastor walk in to a bar, discuss what happens if the casket's dropping. The one inside committed suicide, family spastic sobbing. The answers coming, more flavors than Baskin Robbins. Will God forgive them for the sin, or will they ever make amends? Or was it the last option up for the path they walked in? Depending on if they believed in hell or heaven, or if there was a chemical imbalance in their cerebellum, or if the pain was overwhelming, full of self-loathing, feeling plagued by failure like the first male chosen. Or what if hell's frozen and life was only this purgatory, full of greed and murder wars? See, I know you heard the story. What if they wait and have faith to reincarnate? With luck they won't again be stuck between a rock and hard place, running in the hamster wheel, we wondering what answers real and stargaze. Pray someone above to keep our hearts safe.
That I do to feel alive, I realize I drink and I smoke, scrambling for a hint of hope, my tightrope.
I heard the barrels cry, wishing they could spare your lives. Was feeling paralyzed, but no, I wasn't scared to die. Feared not living to the fullest, so I pulled it. All or nothing. Now somebody wanna call my bluff when I tried to flinch. Told them that the suicide attempt was cause I'd rather die than live and ride the bench. For every victory, there's like 50 times a setback. For every revolution, there's a death trap. And every time I see police attacking with a taser, gonna protest it, it's down already on the ground. My face is stunned. I see people that's unaffected, like that's just for safety, hun. Turn around and tell myself, you're not the crazy one. To all the unfazed and numb, hope that you hear what I've spoken is clear. So you stop repressing, choking the tears. But y'all walk the line between insanity, and hope and despair. Hope and despair.
I'm as big as the sun in the sky. Wild dreams and mild denies. Slow, raw, and numb outside. I dream in the snow. I dream in the snow.
Won't you sigh, please? Some take my kindness for weakness. Really, I'm just peeping your steez. I can see what you're thinking. At first look, you a well-wisher, ready to break bread, but you really hoping for some head. With a hug that's a little too close. Yeah, I'm dope, but you ain't gotta take it so far. Trying to cover who you are. You're the over extra MC that's such a big fan of me. Promoter trying to book me extra thirsty for the nookie. I guess it's my fault for fucking a producer or two. It was more than just the music. I see how it's confused as groovy-ish. Yo, it's just the surface you seeing. You ain't gotta believe it, but I see it in your eyes every time we speak it. Busy focused on my V-deck, could at least be discreet, but I guess I'm asking too much. I ain't so dope when you find I won't fuck for a replacement. Save it for a base. I play the game, never let the game play me. Gotta be in it, never of it, don't explain a thing. They misconstrue it, try to use it for the third degree, but save your scrutiny, I'll continue doing me. I play the game, never let the game play me. Gotta be in it, never of it, don't explain a thing. They misconstrue it, try to use it for the third degree, but save your scrutiny, I'm a human being.
I guess you got it figured out. Heard a few of my songs like you know what a nigga about. Nigga, how if I'm still trying to figure out the specific route that I'm taking to make a difference? Wow, spitting out different vows that I've written down. Way the content is presented, it's like I'm living foul. Not at all, it's just that I've been branded as being righteous. I don't like it and didn't plan it. The fans ain't budging, they judging by them standards. I could compromise, it's more of a slim chance. I'm more of a Jim Vance. What I know, what allowed me to show what I owe you niggas nothing. Preconceived notions of something I really wasn't. Mr. Conscious, I suppose that he was frontin'. Never that, it's better that I let the rap a verse serve as a letter of purpose. Let the track sing.
I play the game, never let the game play me. Gotta be in it, never of it, don't explain a thing. They misconstrue it, try to use it for the third degree, but save your scrutiny, I'll continue doing me. I play the game, never let the game play me. Gotta be in it, never of it, don't explain a thing. They misconstrue it, try to use it for the third degree, but save your scrutiny, I'm a human being.
What I know, like television shows, to stimulate my growth and penetrate alone. Drive two toes, can't stop the wheels, reflect on my soul and what makes me whole. So close to home, even when I'm full grown. I wanna run back, even though it's unknown. What I see in my sleep is deceiving to me. I'll achieve what I want, but I can't let it be. I believe that the beef is a key to my grief, and I just keep eating it. See, it passes me frequent. I can't say I'm grieving, but I got a lot of feelings, though sometimes conceal. Beg, borrow, steal, whatever you would ask. I guess I romanticize things from my past. Eyes glued to lips, stomach dropped out every time we kiss. I'd do it all again if you gave two shits. My baby look good in between your hips. Lengthy trips alone, my head exposes. Showed up at the house with a dozen roses. I suppose the best route wasn't chosen. Now I'm looking for closure, trying to gain my composure. Staring at the spackle in the middle of the night, lightless. Behind those eyes I could have seen what you hide, but you shied away so early I didn't get a chance to try. My pride done swallowed, wallowing in lies, cause everything you told me was a little bit disguised. Once inside your thighs, beside your mind, now I'm cutting ties, leaving it behind. Still confined to your kind, running blind. I just wanna be reminded. Digest a little earthquakes before it seemed boring. Wake up in the morning, see the clock's numbers. Close my eyes once again and fall into a slumber. Hibernating in the summer, taken under by my ex-lover. Just trying to recover. Blades from box cutters show me bright red colors. Discovered other shades that complemented gray. Yesterday love was such an easy game to play. Nowadays it's just a cliche. Our conversations carried so much weight. Had we waited, we could have changed fate.